Okay, welcome back. This is the second lesson recording for IM1, November 6, 2020. So we're going to solve this problem now. Hopefully you had a chance. So again, when you're solving, you need to be looking to, do I need to distribute? Okay, so distribution is the first thing. So I see that -8 is right in front of the parentheses. That means I need to distribute this. So when I distribute, we have -8 times m, so that's -8m. -8 times -4, that's going to be +32, because negative times negative is going to be positive, and 8 times 4 is 32. We have not done anything with the 2, so the 2 comes down and everything else stays the same. Okay, so you do need to rewrite the equation, because if you do not rewrite the equation, that's where you are most likely to make mistakes. Okay, then the next step is we need to be looking for like terms. Which are the like terms? Well, when we're looking for like terms, we're looking for within the one side of the equal sign, and I see there is a +2 and +32. That means 2 plus 32, that's going to be 34, and then minus 8m, that stays the same, is equal to 82. Now, this is just the two-step equation now, right? What do we need to get rid of? Well, first thing m is being doing is multiply by -8, and then the result is being added by 34. So that means the very last thing that was done to m was add 34. We need to undo adding 34. How do I undo adding 34? We subtract 34 from both sides, and this goes away to 0. And 82 minus 34, 12 minus 4 is 8, 7 minus 3 is 48, is equal to -8m from the right hand side. And I see that -8 is being multiplied to m, so that means how do I undo multiply by -8? Opposite of multiplying is dividing, so it's going to be divided by -8 to both sides. And this just becomes my giant 1 again, and it cancels out, and you're left with m is equal to 48 divided by 8 is 6. Positive divided by negative is going to be negative, so m is -6, and that's my final answer. Okay, great. So then let's go on to the next question. This time, 5 parenthesis 6m plus 4 parenthesis -5m is equal to 220. So first thing, again, we need to be looking for is distributing. So we need to distribute 5 to both 6m and to 4. So that becomes 5 times 6m is 30m. 5 times 4 is 20. We haven't done anything to -5m, so we need to bring that down, is equal to 220. Now we need to be combining like terms. Which are the like terms? Within one side of the equal sign, we see 30m plus 20 minus 5m. Which are the like terms? The 30m and -5m. They are like terms, so we need to combine those. 30 minus 5 is 25. So we have 25 lots of m plus 20 is equal to 220. And then from here, this is just two-step equation. Again, m is being multiplied by 25 first and then added to 20. So to undo, we need to do the very last thing, which is this. So we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. And that leaves me with 25m is equal to 220 minus 20 is just 200. Again, 25 is being multiplied to m. So how do I undo multiply by 25? You divide by 25, and you get m is equal to 200 divided by 25 is +8. So m is equal to 8. Okay, then finally, let's do the last question. Okay, so this time, the only distribution I see is this 4 needs to be distributed to 4n and to 3. So that becomes 4 times 4n is 16n. 4 times 3 is plus 12. And on the left-hand side, we haven't done anything to it, so it just stays as it is. Okay. Now, do we have any like term to combine? Okay, so we have variable number, variable number. So on each side of the equal sign, there's no like terms to combine. That happens, okay? But we have a problem here because we have variable occurring one side as well as on the other side of the equal sign. Okay, just the same way, when you see the numbers occurring on both sides of the equal sign, you added or subtracted to get rid of one of them. So we need to do the same thing here. Okay, so we have 3n here and 16n here. We need to get rid of one. 3n is being multiplied to this side and 16n is being, oh, I'm sorry, added to this side and 16n is added to this side. So I can just subtract one of them. I could just subtract 3n. I could have subtracted 16n from both sides. Okay, that would have worked out fine too. So 3n minus 3n, that goes away to 0, and you're just left with negative 27 is equal to 16n, take away 3n. 16 minus 3 is 13n plus 12. Okay, and then from here, what do you have? You have n is being multiplied by 13 and then added to 12. So we need to get rid of this plus 12. So we subtract 12 from both sides. And this goes away to 0, and that becomes negative 39 is equal to 13n. And so then you need to divide both sides by 13 because 13 is being multiplied to n. So then when you finally get n is 39 divided by 13 is 3. Negative divided by positive is negative. So n is negative 3. Okay, and that's my final answer. Okay, so one other thing that I am asking students to do is fill in a Google form for me. It is anonymous, and you can find the link in Canvas as well. So it's on Canvas, week 13. It's right at the top. It says, important, please complete this November check-in Google form. It's just a temperature check as to how you are doing in math, how are you doing in all your classes at school, how are you doing, how are you feeling about life in general. Okay, so if you can fill that in honestly, I would really appreciate it. It just gives me and the other teachers just quick check as to how things are going for you. Then finally, that was I would like you to write in the table of content what we did today. So November 6th, we solved linear equations with distribution and combining like term. And finally, students were asked to submit the bingo work from today. So that's it. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend.